Phil represents me here. He's the best jiu-jitsu, I think, in Philadelphia. Good partner, good friend, loyal, respectful, good instructor. And yes, now a new place. I love to come here. It's like my second home.
The main goal is balance in your life, something that can extend way beyond us. I really want to see the best Gracie Jiu-Jitsu here in Philadelphia. So we have work to do.
I love to teach. I love to better not only my life, but other people's lives. It just makes me feel good, and I can't teach this enough.
My earliest memory of practicing jiu-jitsu was actually getting the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in action tape in the mail in 1988. We started watching the Gracies beat up people from other martial arts, and we were like amazed, and we mimicked a lot of the movements because there were no instructionals at the time, I don't believe. That was like kind of the first tape that introduced jiu-jitsu to the United States.
My ultimate goal is to pass the guard. So yes, and now throw your body. So hop it all the way around.
My first interaction with jiu-jitsu was Phil coming home trying to moves on me. I was actually boxing. I was getting pretty good with my hands, and I would throw a punch, and he would get me wrapped up in something, and he was good with his hands because we come from a background of boxers as well. And I was just like, man, I can't get out of this stuff. And like a couple of years of that, I got sick of it. I had to go learn it myself.
I was already involved in this new thing, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in America, and at that time nobody knew what it was. It was so early. I made a lot of decisions and declarations with my life, you know, and I said, let's just go for it. Let's live this jiu-jitsu life. And I knew it'd be hard, and I lived very low for a very long time, no money, but I was training jiu-jitsu and yoga every single day.
Don't say holla. There's a problem because you apply footlock, the rules against footlocks. You're gonna apply this in tournaments, it's against. Okay, let's do it.
Relson Gracie adopted the Philly Association. So he was the one that gave us all our belts. I mean, we were considered first generation black belts here in America, Phil and I. And that's what we got. We got it right from the tree, you know.
That's me with Helio Gracie when I was a purple belt. He's very cool. He's very, very good to us. This was teacher training. We had to demonstrate in front of him, which is the most nerve-wracking thing you could possibly think of. You know, the guy who basically invented the method. Now you have to teach the method in front of that man. It was worse than a fight. The nervousness was worse than a fight.
You didn't learn cool new moves, flips and stuff. You learned how to teach the basics, self-defense, to someone who doesn't know anything.
It was a nice balance of teaching method, moves, secret moves, real fighting, you know, a nice balance of everything, which I always appreciated about the art. I love the city that I was born in. I love Philadelphia. We opened Balance Studios in 2002 after we traveled around and, you know, we're in teacher training programs. So we felt ready to give this stuff and pass this stuff to everybody in Philadelphia.
We wanted a place where people could walk in, feel comfortable. We wanted to stick with the self-defense element. We don't want people to forget why they did step in. Not too many people, maybe 1%, step in just to be an MMA fighter. The rest step in either for fitness, to learn how to protect themselves, and, you know, and it slowly develops into the lifestyle, which they don't even know about it yet. And that's where you get hooked.
You come here, this is where the release of stress, anxiety, everybody, all walks of life here, all shapes and sizes, makes and models, right? So it really seeks the balance in life. The people here, fantastic. The leadership with Ricky and Phil, second to none. And this is family. This is, you know, take a look around, everybody's smiling. You know, getting beat up, but, you know, smiling.
Everyone just wants to come in, learn, have a good time, and it's competitive, but also, you know, a place where, like, you can really learn from other people. I feel like when I come here, my mind's clear, I drop everything, like, I don't know what to do without jiu-jitsu.
Dealing with everyday stuff, when you can create a little world that anybody can come into, all walks of life, and everybody sharing the same, you know, common bond, which is jiu-jitsu, and we're all teaching, everybody's happy. I don't think I had a sad day in jiu-jitsu.
Balance was created not just by us, but our openness to other influences. The best things from all these other martial arts cultures are in balance right now. On the other side of things, we have these 1%ers that are competing in these high-level competitions.
And I've had the opportunity to roll and train with some of the best guys in the world, jiu-jitsu competitors, MMA fighters, wrestlers. You know, Balance really has such a diverse pool of talent where, you know, you could grab any purple belt, any black belt, and he'll feel like a world champion.
It's like family. I try to help them and I try to guide them as much as I can, not only on the mat, but off the mat too.
I love my teammates. I love, you know, the guys I train with. I love everything about this gym, but, you know, I mean, I look up to Rick a lot. He's been a mentor to me. He's taught me things that I didn't learn growing up. And honestly, I say it 100% confidently, I would not be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for Ricardo Migliarese.
You come in, I just want to teach you jiu-jitsu. If I can change your life for the better with just one class, that makes me happy. You know, the stuff that you're learning is infinite. You're not just learning jiu-jitsu, you're learning about yourself. Anybody you slap the hands with and you start to pound, it's like we're trying to take each other down, we're trying to dominate. You share frustrations with each other, you share victories with each other, and these people, it's just like a bond that you can't break.
You know, there are 40-something affiliates around the world now, Balance affiliates, that you can stop in and you'll have the same attitude, service-oriented, and really, really great instructors. It's led to the growth of this thing in Philadelphia and around the world, really.
My inspiration for continuing this changes. I mean, I'm hooked just like anybody else. I think the first, we'll say 30 years of my life, you know, even before jiu-jitsu, it's like you're trying to build yourself, you're trying to find yourself. You know, I found jiu-jitsu, now I'm trying to just master this art. I want to be good at it. I want to be good enough that I can teach it. Now the second half of my life, we'll say, so it's 30, now I'm going to be 40. I want to concentrate on giving this to other people.
We want to be a balance of two things: the tradition of the art and the evolution of the art. So that's why I'm constantly motivated to continue.